This has been ruled accidental by the coroner that released last evening, Jamie. And Alec Baldwin's team says you're misconstruing the FBI report. This gun was old, and they had issues with even testing it. What's your take on any sort of exposure for Alec Baldwin criminally here?
I don't see any exposure criminally. I think they've already made a decision that this was an accident. I think there's really 2 points of view here as far as his exposure. Otherwise, clearly from a civil point of view, and there have been lawsuits filed, this FBI report will be relevant. But to your point, Ted, you know, the FBI's report is evidence, I suppose, but it's just an opinion. They've issued an opinion. They weren't there. They weren't able to visually see what happened, you know, and I think that anybody who's ever read police reports or been around traumatic events, people don't always recall exactly what happened. I'm going to cut Mr. Baldwin some slack here. I mean, two people were shot at his hand in a very unexpected way, and I would suggest to anybody that thinks that he's intentionally misleading people that it's potentially his recollection or understanding of what occurred is not accurate, and that's consistent with people who find themselves in these traumatic situations. So I think it'd be very unlikely, in my opinion, that he's charged criminally in any way, shape, or form for this. It clearly was an accident, and if his representations of what occurred are not consistent with reports of the FBI, you know, those are for people to talk about and differ, but I don't think you can show that he intentionally lied or did anything in a criminal sense.